Hey YouTube, it's me, this kid's production, and today I want to talk to you about a few things that have just been going on in the world. The Dallas shooting, which honestly, from what I gathered, a few cops got, people got hurt, cops got shot, shit like that. And it's just fucking how the world's going into chaos sometimes. You know, it's just, it seems like it's becoming the end of the world, and I don't know, I'm just exhausted by it. It's just so fucking, hold on, there we go, so fucking exhausting and all that shit. And it's just, it scares me a bit. It just absolutely scares me a bit because I'm frightened. I'm literally just frightened about what's gonna happen next, because we now live in this day and age where it's like there's anarchy like everywhere. We have people, you know, running around with their heads cut off. We have people, there's been shootings daily. I'm not trying to be cynical, but it's just kind of like the new common norm nowadays, where people are just getting shot because of reasons unknown. You know, and then we've got people who are just being maliciously mean to each other. I mean, for fuck's sakes. I mean, I talked about this later, but like Boogie 298 and, you know, with the whole geek culture thing, I don't blame just geek culture, because I feel like that's wrong, and I know I'm jumping off one topic to another, but it's just something I'm just gonna get a big round thing to do. But like, why harass him too? Like, why harass Boogie 298 88? What the fuck did he ever do to you? Like, why did you hack him? Like, were you trying to be cool? Were you trying to be like, funny about it? It wasn't funny. If you were trying to be mean and hurtful, then congratulations, you did that, you son of a bitch. Especially with that sniper too. If you were trying to make a point about hurting people, you made a good point. But I'm not gonna be afraid. All right. My heart goes out to Dallas too. My heart goes out to Dallas, Texas. But it seems like there's always been a shooting every 5 fucking like months or so, and it's getting to the point of just enough is enough. You know. And now we got this election with fucking 2 crazy batshit people. You know, I'd rather be one logical batshit crazy person to another batshit crazy person. Thank God I'm voting libertarianism. I'm sorry, but it's just fucking insane. It is. And I can't take it anymore. I mean, I always come back to thinking about that speech from Network, and I can't really say verbatim, but it starts off with, you know, hey, I know the world is bad. Everybody knows the world is going to shit. I can't just tell you that. A dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bankrupt, but in this case, banks are not going bankrupt. We're going bankrupt. Banks are just fucking taking advantage of fucking lower income families, robbing them of their fucking money, you know. We have politicians and corporations, and I know people are tired of hearing that, but yes, running around controlling this country through censorship and fucking marketing, consumer, and buy, sell, lose. You know, hey, be comfortable where you're at. Don't try anything new. You know, hey, let's not do anything, you know, important or anything like that. And it's getting to the point where it's just enough is enough. I mean, the world we're living in is getting smaller and smaller. You know, we want our, you know, internet or YouTubes or Markipliers, and, you know, God bless those guys for making life a little bit easier. But god damn, our world's starting to get smaller, and we're becoming rude, we're becoming so fucking self-centered. We're forgetting that sometimes we just gotta help fucking people. We can't just sit in a fucking vehicle and we can't help that guy whose car just broke down, but we drive around him, honk at him, and just tell him he's an asshole because he's a fucking, you know, he's blocking our traffic. If that's the case, then why don't you get out of your fucking vehicle, you precious little shit? You know, and you know, as the world is getting smaller, you know, we're just trying to say, no, leave us alone, please, and we're trying to hide in the little holes, and the world's getting dangerous. I'm not, you know, and everybody wants to be left alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad, not enraged, not fury, mad, angry. Anger is a spark, motivator, perfect. Rage is a wildfire, completely useless. I want you to go to your... I want you to... I don't know what to tell you, though, too. I'm not here to tell you to go right to your politicians or fucking... go on your computer and make a vlog. I want you to just scream outside your window and say, I'm as mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. That's the best verbatim I can do about that. Especially with the whole bank thing. I mean, for fuck's sakes. Like, I still think that speech is still relevant to this day and age, because he made a damn good point. If you change that line to banks are taking advantage of us, and instead of about a world that's getting... He's right about our world getting smaller, because we're just hiding. We're afraid of the Russians. We're afraid of we're not just the Russians, but terrorists, foreign... And it's just starting to become out of control. We've got the new threat now, the new threat. The new hot topic is terrorism and ISIS, and it's like, enough is enough. Like, when does it fucking end? First it was the Russians, first it was the well, I can't say for that time. First it was the Germans, and then it was the Germans again, then it was the Russians, and then it was this, and it was that, and it's just... Enough is enough. We need to stop fucking thinking about... We gotta stop fucking... I'm doing shaky cam. Sorry about that, folks. But it's just starting to really irritate the fuck out of me. I'm not being cynical or shit like that, but I'm also filling time for videos and shit like that. I don't know. I'm just exhausted. And everybody wants this, everybody wants that, everybody wants this, I need this done, I need this thing. That's how my life is too, Everybody just needs, and they just want to say the reason is love, love, love. If I have to hear love as an excuse, I'm going to freak the fuck out. Because I kind of come to the conclusion that family is kind of manipulative. Not to say I don't like my family, no. But there's some people that just take advantage of you over and over and over again, and it's starting to really get annoying. I was taught the lesson to get off my ass and do shit, and it seems like the baby boomers take advantage of everybody else. The older people they always want to complain about shit. It seems like baby boomers complain more than millennials. Millennials have actually something to complain about. Baby boomers just complain because they're just getting older, and I feel like Generation X is another thing that's getting like... It seems like the older generation complains more than like millennials. At least millennials feel like there is something to complain about, and we are complaining about something, but the older generations are like, yeah, shut up, just deal with it. It's like, we will not just deal with it, my friend. The world is getting fucking more dangerous. Everything is going to shit in a handbasket, and nobody's taking a fucking side anymore. It's all this fucking, everybody wants to be right, and you're wrong. Well, no, you're right, it's your fault. So no. Fucking accept your punishment, alright? Sometimes, you want to talk about fucking entitlement. I feel like, and this is no disrespect to all baby boomers and Gen Xers or anything like that. And I'm leaving the greatest generation out there because you're on your way out. But, fuck. You guys are the most entitled. Do you not see that? You think just because you marched in a fucking few protest parades, and I'm not talking about the Vietnam. Everybody's saying, oh, what about the Vietnam vets? Not any soldier. Not any soldier who's fought in a war, who's been shot, stabbed, blown up. Not somebody who's made moves in their lives. People who did drugs and listened to music and protest. That's who I'm talking about. These protesters that, want to fight about something. The ones who are calling the Vietnam vets baby killers. That's who I'm fucking angry at. You want to say shit about, the hippies, oh yes, you did the culture movement and shit like that, but what real change did you fucking do, except fucking spawn the fucking social justice warriors. Look, life is not that fucking great, but don't ruin everybody's fucking fun. And then this is just a fucking rant, so I apologize for nothing. So, fuck off. And this is this kid saying this, so take care, love you, and bye-bye.